Hello and welcome to What the F*** Just Happened Today, your essential guide to the daily shock and awe in national politics. I'm Joe Amditis. Let's get to it. It's Monday, November 14th, 2022. Welcome to day 664. Democrats have officially won the Senate, while Republicans appear to be on track for a narrow majority in the House. As of Monday morning, 20 House seats remain uncalled, with 212 seats projected for Republicans and 203 for Democrats. To retain the House majority, Democrats would have to win 15 of the last remaining 20 seats. Joe Biden told reporters, quote, "I think we're going to get very close in the House, but I don't think we're going to make it," end quote. Meanwhile, in the Senate, Democratic incumbents Mark Kelly and Catherine Cortez Masto won their re-election in Arizona and Nevada, respectively. The two victories mean Democrats will not only be able to unilaterally confirm Biden's judges and executive branch nominees for 2 more years, but they'll have the chance to expand their Senate majority with a win in Georgia's Senate runoff election next month. Biden, however, said Democrats still lack the votes needed to codify abortion rights into law. Meanwhile, a federal appeals court blocked Biden's student loan forgiveness program while it considers a lawsuit brought by 6 Republican states to end the policy, which they argued were harmed by a freeze on the collection of student loan payments and interest. The 8th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals cited the potential irreversible impact of allowing debt forgiveness for about 40 million borrowers to proceed, quote, as compared to the lack of harm an injunction would presently impose, end quote. The court had previously temporarily blocked the debt relief program in October. The latest appeals court decision comes days after a federal judge in Texas blocked the program and declared it unlawful. U.S. District Judge Mark Pittman, who was appointed by Trump, wrote, quote, "In this country, we are not ruled by an all-powerful executive with a pen and a phone. Instead, we are ruled by a constitution that provides for 3 distinct and independent branches of government," end quote. Roughly 26 million people had already applied for debt relief, and 16 million people already had their debt relief approved. The government, however, is blocked from discharging any debt while the court considers the lawsuit to end the policy. The Department of Education, meanwhile, is no longer accepting applications for debt relief due to the court's orders. Moving on, Trump sued the January 6th committee to avoid cooperating with its subpoena for documents and his testimony. Trump was subpoenaed by the committee in October and was scheduled to be deposed on November 14th, today, a day before his big announcement, where he is widely expected to announce the launch of his 2024 presidential campaign. Trump is challenging the legitimacy of the committee and claims that he should be immune from giving testimony about the time he spent as president. Trump also claimed in a court filing that the highly sensitive national security documents he took to Mar-a-Lago were his personal property because he said so. The DOJ, however, said that Trump cannot deem the records personal, quote, simply by saying so, end quote, and accused him of engaging in a shell game to shield documents from criminal investigators. The Justice Department added that if the records were personal, then there is no basis to shield them from investigators. And finally, officials from 6 nations spent more than $750,000 at Trump's hotel in Washington while they were trying to influence U.S. foreign policy in 2017 and 2018, this according to a report by the House Committee on Oversight and Reform. The spending documented in the records included more than $250,000 by Malaysia, more than $280,000 by Qatar, and more than $90,000 by Saudi Arabia, along with more than $74,000 by the United Arab Emirates. The records also show a total of $65,139 in charges by the American Turkish Council, a nonprofit group with ties to the Turkish government, as well as $19,370 in spending by a delegation from the Embassy of China. That's all for now. You can find the links and sources for all of these stories on the main website. And as always, visit whatthefjusthappenedtoday.com for the latest news and headlines. Until next time, I'm Joe Amditis.